After knowing how the planning buddy could alleviate the problem faced by the visually impaired during planning, this video shall review the overall experience of using the product. As such, in this section, let's review the method of categorization. First, I'll prepare information that are needed for planning, either by touching the braille prints or with a certain thoughts in mind. With a rough idea of the information to be put inside the planning buddy, let's take a look on how do we categorize the information. As an example, we'll store information in the first two rows, while we'll also store relevant questions in the next two rows. As you can see, this first two rows is for information, this next two rows is for questions. And we'll use this information to answer the questions below. And this is how we categorize certain information. To demonstrate, let's take a look on how we record the information. So if I were to press the record button,
car, aeroplane, cooking pot, spanner.
And if I were to play back the information that I've just recorded,
car, aeroplane, cooking pot, spanner.
Now, we can start to record questions in these two rows for good categorization. But if you remember, the last button being recorded is the fourth button. And based on how the sequence of the program works, for example, the first recorded sound will go to this first button, the second one will go to the second button, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, so on and so forth. And therefore, this implies that we'll need two more buttons in order to reach this button for good categorization of questions and informations. And therefore, in order to do this, since we have no information to be stored here, what we can do is to record empty sounds into these two buttons, such that we can go through the sequence of the program in order to reach this button. And therefore, if I were to press the record button now, this will go to this button. And if I were to press again, and it will go to this button. And the next time if I were to press, then we can start to record our question. Now, we can record the question.
What are the common materials used for these four items?
With this setup, we can then access these four informations to help us answer our questions easily with the tracing line, as you can see. So this section, these two rows will be for information and these two rows is for questions. And therefore, the answer for this question is that the common material used for these four items is in fact metal. And therefore, this is a very simple example of categorization. After knowing the simple method of categorization, let's go into a more deeper approach in concise planning. Similar to the previous section, I will store relevant information in the first two rows again. And the following stored information sounds like this.
Ahmad is standing in front of me. Mary is standing on my right. Peter is behind me. Jimmy is on my left.
And the question is,
if I turn 90 degrees to my right, who will be behind me?
As such, you can see that there is actually a limitation in trying to answer this question properly. Hence, the method of concise planning helps in this scenario. For example, since Ahmad is standing in front of me, Mary on the right, Peter behind me, and Jimmy on the left, I can speak concisely to make things simple. And therefore, I see a trend in a clockwise direction. And therefore, instead of saying the things that we have said just now earlier, we can actually say in the simple terms like Ahmad, Mary, Peter, and Jimmy clockwise. And therefore, as you can see, they are moving in a clockwise direction. And this is how you record things in a simple and concise way where you can understand better. As such, try to take this as an exercise to think about the answers. Ahmad, Mary, Peter, Jimmy. If I were to turn 90 degrees to my right, who will be behind me now? Ahmad, Mary, Peter, Jimmy. Therefore, for the answer, if I were to turn 90 degrees to my right, in fact, Jimmy is the one behind me now.